There we go. My man, I got you now. Had to press some buttons to get to you, but glad to have you. Good to see you. Let me turn up your microphone so we can check out the brand new resource we have here at our FOX6 studios. Good afternoon. Look at it in all of its glory.
Hey, here we are. Yeah, you were saying the FOX6 Mobile. We don't really have a name for it yet. But
I know.
Our newest piece of equipment.
Yeah, okay.
You might have seen our old live trucks running around with the big tall masts. We really don't use those much anymore. This is the future. It's smaller, more condensed, studio on wheels. Has way more capability than our old live trucks did. But let's go on a little walk around, shall we?
Please, please.
So yeah, so it's just an SUV that's kind of packed full of technology.
Okay.
On the front, we've got a ton of lights, which is exciting.
Yeah.
If we're covering weather and there's lots of storm damage and whatnot, we want to light up a scene, we've got this huge light bar on the front, which will help us see what we're trying to see, especially at night. You'll notice there's a camera on the roof. That is a pan, tilt, zoom type camera.
Okay.
You see it will move around.
Oh, we're seeing the movement.
Jeff should be
Yes.
showing. Yeah, it's moving around.
So let me stop you there for a second, Cale. So this is something that, so say for instance, I was inside the vehicle reporting on some perhaps major weather event happening in real time. How would that camera at the top of the SUV be super beneficial for not only me, but for the viewers out there?
Well, how this would be beneficial is you roll up to storm damage, and sometimes you can't really you can't see as much as you'd like to, maybe from the ground. You can't walk into what you're trying to look at. This is pretty tall. It's probably about 7-8 feet above ground. So that gives you just a little bit more height advantage to see stuff a little bit further. It does zoom pretty far as well.
Okay.
So if we're over here and we can't quite get to something we're trying to look at, obviously it'll zoom in on whatever we're trying to get.
Yes. So it's also kind of acts as kind of like a safety feature, if you will. If we're, say we're staying with the example of being immersed in storm damage from either a tornado or some massive storm, if we don't want to get in an area that will be unsafe to us, we can still reference what we're talking about by zooming in on the camera. And I saw for myself, it's very clear. Yep. It's not grainy or pixelated. It's a very clear image when you zoom out to from a distance, or zoom in from a distance.
It is. I don't know if you have this pulled up on one of your sources, LiveView 7, if you have that pulled up on one of your routers, but I can actually give you a look of what the pan tilt zoom camera sees.
Okay. Let's see. You know what? I'm getting ready to pull that up to give viewers a different perspective. If you bear with me for 2 seconds, Cale, I'll dial you in.
Yeah.
In like 2 seconds here.
Yep, Donovan's going to throw this up on another source here so we can see what is going on through the camera.
So you're dialed up here. So folks, this is like an exterior view, at least one vantage point you're seeing from our new FOX6 truck. And this is the other one that Cale was talking about. The camera, Cale, I have the camera, yep, so you can see the camera moving real time. Yes, it's called up for you to reference.
And I'll give you a kind of little taste. I'll look at our Doppler radar up here.
Nice. Wonderful. Yeah, we're seeing you zoom in. Yeah, clear image, clear picture. We can distinctly make out what we're seeing.
Super zoom.
Oh, that's wonderful.
What's else? So we got that camera. We have, we'll show you later, we'll go for a drive. With a reporter sitting in the camera. We also have a look at the wheel.
Oh, fantastic.
This really, I see this more as like kind of winter weather. If maybe it's icy or we're driving through a ton of snow, you can see real time what the road conditions look like.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we're seeing exactly what you're talking about. The image our viewers are seeing is the wheel, a shot of the wheel. And what was also interesting too, Cale,
if we have Jeff walk around, actually, I'm gonna have Jeff walk around to the other side.
Okay, fantastic.
I'm gonna try to open up this door for him, or he can open it up. We'll give you a shot of what it looks like in the control panels here.
Perfect.
So in the center console, we are seeing everything. We have our switcher monitor, which shows all the different cameras we have.
Okay.
And then we have the camera controls itself. So camera 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wonderful.
Microphone, of course. This is controlling all of our roof lights, the strobe lights. We've got a couple lights on the side of the car. And then this right here is actually a road temperature sensor. Again, this is another feature that is really beneficial in the winter because depending on conditions, just a couple degrees could mean if it's just going to be wet or if it's going to be icy.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're seeing the screens.
Another thing.
Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I think there's a bit of a delay because of the
No,
technology.
it's okay. So like sometimes you're in an area, especially if there's severe weather or storm damage, there might not be great cell phone connection.
Sure.
And I don't think Jeff's going to be able to show this, but on the roof is actually a Starlink satellite receiver.
Nice. Okay.
So anywhere we go, we'll have internet. Oh, Jeff can see that.
Oh, yeah,
Right
we
here.
can see it. Yep, there it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Right in the center of the screen for us.
And then over there on the back is our weather sensor.
Wonderful. Man, I mean, this is a game changer. I mean, this just takes our ability to give our viewers real-time updates from anywhere to like a whole new level.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's definitely a great tool in our news gathering fleet because it's not going to just be a weather vehicle. It's going to be a mobile studio on wheels. You might see us out at a parade. You might see us out at Summerfest, State Fair, other big events where we need that technology with us. And this just kind of compacts it all in one spot, help us really, really streamline our broadcasts.
So I got to ask you. So I know that, Cale, you were instrumental in as a part of your team in bringing this bad boy to fruition. So you were there for the inception of this, the origin story. How does it feel now seeing this come together and prepare to start using it? Like, what does it mean for you in terms of being someone who's a part of the news gathering process? Yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah, it feels great because it takes a lot of work to plan something for something this big. It took about 6 months. It took about 6 months for us to get it. Because there's say, okay, we want one, but now what? We got to decide what we want in it, how we want it to work, and then we have to work with the company on the designs and the schematics, and then they have to build it, and it takes a long time.
No kidding, man. Well, I'm just as excited as you are. I do want to just quickly update our viewers in terms of what we're doing and what we're showing right now. If you are just now joining us here on our Wisconsin Live Desk, you're listening to Cale Zimmy. He's our Fox 6 News Operations Manager, but he wears so many hats around the building. He's very involved, has his hands in a few different things, but this is our newest member to our Fox 6 family, if you will. Our Fox 6 Mobile, I'm calling it now because we don't have a designated name for it just yet, but that is coming.
Fox 6 Mobile.
The Fox 6 Mobile, we'll go with that for now. The Fox 6 Mobile, so Cale was showing the ins and outs of this bad boy and what it means for you as viewers and for us as news gatherers. So we'll be connecting with Cale with regard to this and what it does and how
in a little bit,
useful
we're
it
going to go
is.
take a ride, so you guys will see us.
Wonderful.
You'll see us on the road in a little bit.